Today, part 2 of Dragon Blood Wine. Hi, I'm Brian.
I'm Derica, and you're watching City Steading Brews. We are back with Dragon Blood Wine, and it's time to do what Brian likes to call a rough rack.
I'm making that a thing now because racking is when you take the liquid off the lees and you're getting ready for secondary or even tertiary fermentation. But this isn't really that because it's still a primary fermentation, but we have a lot of whole fruit in here that I want to get off of there, so I'm calling it a rough rack. I need a t-shirt that says that. That'd be awesome. Anyway, so all we're going to do is I'm going to take the lid off of this. It's been sitting since the 21st of November. Today is the 4th of December, so it's only about maybe 2 weeks or so. I have given this some shakes, okay, and some stirs because I didn't want all that fruit to dry out. I wanted to make sure that I really got the most out of it that I could. So I'm going to take this lid off here. Try not to spray fruit juice everywhere because, you know, I shook it. I didn't necessarily open it all the time. All right. And that's going to go into
the Red Bucket of Sanitization!
And I'm going to show you what the inside of this looks like. As you can see, the fruit is just kind of sticking to the top there. It looks like it might be a little bit dry, but not too bad. That's what's called the fruit cap if you're making wine. So now comes the messy part of the show, where I pour this through a colander, just a regular plastic colander, nothing fancy, into this. Now, it's important to note that we're not using a lot of metal, okay? Stainless steel should be okay, but anything like iron or whatever can leave a funky taste sometimes. And someone commented on that in one of the comments. We haven't mentioned it in a while, but it's kind of important. I don't use a lot of metal in my brewing, even though I'm not a big fan of plastic. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I think the metal is worse for it than the plastic. So what I'm going to do is hold this bucket up. Derek is going to hold that steady. It's going to get messy, folks. All right, now I can see that there is a lot of liquid still in here. It's clogging up the colander. You can hear it. So I'm just giving it a little stir.
As Brian works on this, I'm going to share with you my observation. Now, this is the second brew that we are working on today, and the first one had some serious footnote to it. This one is making me really hungry.
It smells amazing.
This smells
like
fabulous.
a fruit pie.
Yeah, I'm thinking cobbler. I want cobbler now.
Now again, we're not worried about getting all the big chunks out. There's going to be some, but it's still going to be in primary fermentation. This is not done yet. We're going to give it a reading and we're going to take a taste just to see, because it is a wine and it is possible that it's done, but I don't really think it is. And if it's done, it's not finished. Okay. Now this stuff here, you can compost it. You can feed it to your chickens, although they might get a little drunk. Or put it in a bread.
Put it on top of pancakes.
Yeah.
Cook it into a slightly alcoholic jam. I don't know.
I would say if you blend this up, this would be kind of nice. So we might eat this.
Yeah.
So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a reading on this because it has been, about 2 weeks. It could be pretty close to being done. I'd like to know where it's at. So to take a reading on chunky brews, I use this now, and Derek is going to assist because it's a two-person kind of thing. She just pushes that down in the liquid a little bit so that I can get mostly liquid coming out. It's a beautiful color. But I can see it's very cloudy. There's still a lot of yeast and proteins and stuff floating around in this. Now, another thing to note, because we don't use chemicals and all that kind of stuff, there's a lot of pectin in this fruit, and I didn't add anything to remove it, so this may stay cloudy. And you know what? It doesn't actually affect the flavor, so I'm not worried about that. Even in competitions and things like that, clarity is not that important. It's just a few points. So To me, not important. If it doesn't affect the flavor, it doesn't really matter. Sure, I want it to be pretty, but you know, it's pretty as it is. Okay. Get this guy in there, give him a spin. So as you can see from the video, it is at 1.000, which means it's done. Okay, so our reading was 1.000. It started at 1.084, which is 11.65% ABV, which, as you recall, if you watched the first episode, we want this to go dry. We want this to be below the yeast tolerance, which is about 14% using 71B. That way we can carbonate this. We're not quite ready to carbonate yet, but it's getting there. So now what we want to do is I'm going to put this back into the turbos. Pour a little bit of this into a glass. Oh, wow. Kind of looks like tomato juice. Although not the same red. It's more like a purpley red. It's really pretty.
It's like prune juice.
No. No, it's not. Okay. Just a little quick taste here. Pour it a little bit more because we know this one's going to be good. The smell, it's clean. Very clean. Very fruity. Sweet fruits like, literally like berries, like raspberries and blackberries. Shocking, right? Here, have a smell. But clean. It comes across very simple,
yeah.
very clean.
It kind of reminds me of the old seltzer, flavored seltzer waters, that clean, effervescent smell.
Until you drink it.
Until you drink it. Well, let's see then.
For a dry wine, this is excellent already. This is 2 weeks old. Now, as I drink it, I know it's green. I can get a little bit.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of the footy smell. It's got a little bit of a young green flavor. But man, this is going to be amazing. The fruit comes through so well. I think that's the 71B yeast working there because it's supposed to do that.
Right. It has those fruity esters in it.
It really does. It makes it a lot thicker feeling. Like a lot of times dry brews taste very thin. Like it's just, and it doesn't taste very good. This tastes thick. Now it is still kind of thick. Yeah. So that could be it. But that was just juice. We had all the solids still left in there.
Now, I remember reading the notes for 71B, and it said that its esters were pear and banana-ish. And
pear, maybe.
I wasn't thinking of those flavors when I was drinking it, but now that I'm remembering that, and it might just be the viscosity of the liquid itself, but I'm thinking more banana now.
Oh, you get banana. Huh.
But pear kind of has that too, so
sure.
Regardless, it works. This is lovely for as young as it is in this mid-stage of fermentation.
Literally 15 days.
So excited for this wine.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to seal this back up. We're going to put a lid back on it. It's going to go sit under the desk for probably another 2-3 weeks. I don't think it needs much more. It's dry now, so I just want to let it clear out a bit more than anything else. And then in the next installment, we're going to show you how to bottle and naturally carbonate this. If you like this video, give it a like. If you like what we're doing here and you want to see more of it, hit subscribe and that little bell notification icon because at least like 3 people have said that it works. I'm joking. They actually fixed it. It works a lot better. And if you want to help support the channel and you want to be part of the VIP, we have through Patreon, links below, a group on Facebook that we call the VIP group, where we share extra information that might not be in the videos. We show a little bit behind the scenes things. Usually it's what we're eating for dinner that day. Yes, we've become those people. And we're there to answer questions, help with comments, help with guidance and advice. It's become a wonderful community.
And if you like Brian's shirt, or if you know someone who might like Brian's shirt, because it is gift giving time, links in the description below.
As always, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.